like your style.
Hi guys! To see how I gave myself this haircut at home and what I'm using to get my hair back to health, keep watching. All right, it is time to do something with my hair. Do you see this? Yeah, I don't know if it's from having COVID or what is going on, but I'm having major breakage. So I will show you what I did. I just washed my hair and put in no conditioner and then put in K18 and I brushed it through with my water brush while it was wet. I let it sit for about 5 or 10 minutes. Then I put in Olaplex number 6, then Olaplex number 7, then Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. This just helps my thick, crazy hair dry quicker. And then I use even another heat protector and quick blow dry. This is L'Oreal Blow Dry Quick Dry Primer Spray. Cuts dry time and it's a heat protectant. So I have started straightening my hair, and whenever my hair starts getting like this, oh, and I actually 2 days ago, I did a protein treatment and just put a lot of conditioner in my hair, but I feel like it's just time to cut this off. I mean, I can get it to look really nice if I style it, as you can see, compared to this, but I'm definitely going to give it a really good trim. And whenever I cut my hair, I always cut my hair straight and dry. It's just how I've always been cutting my hair and the way that I like to do it. So I'm going to finish straightening my hair and I'll be right back. Okay, so I started with this first section. Now I'm going to decide how short I'm going to go. I was thinking about just going to the broken part because then it will be so thick and healthy, but I don't know if I'm ready for that. I think I'm going to go a little bit longer. Like when I go down my hair, I can kind of feel where it starts to get really dry at the bottom. So that's where I think I'm going to cut. I may come back tomorrow and finish cutting even more, but I'm going to cut a good few inches off. It is time. It kind of goes along with my new start in Florida. Let's get rid of that old hair that we don't need anymore. Then I take the other side like this and I line it up with what I just cut. Then I pull to one side. And the other side. Oh my gosh, it feels so much healthier already. I'm even gonna trim any little split ends that I see just to have a fresh start and no split ends. Oh gosh, even that piece of hair or this section of hair feels so much better. But see where all the breakage is way up here? I may come back and cut all that off, you guys. I don't know. Maybe not today, but I may be back soon cutting it up to there. Okay, so now I'm gonna take that piece and tie it off so it doesn't get mixed up with the rest of my hair. Then I'm gonna take this hot mess and I'm gonna section it off just right above where I was. About like this much, maybe a little less. Another thing that I just did is this Florida water is brutal on my hair. I just installed a water softener cartridge. It's leaking. I have to get a wrench and fix it, but I realized that my hair just got so much worse since I moved to Florida 6 weeks ago from this water. It's hard water and it's just not good. So I got this Aqua Earth water filter and it actually softens your water and filters out so much stuff. And this says that it lasts like 6 months to a year. It depends on how often you use your shower. So it shows like all of the different minerals that it takes out of your water and all the filtration systems. And it was super easy to install. I did it myself. I just need to get a wrench and finish tightening it up. But I can already feel, getting out of the shower this time, that my hair feels so much better. It literally feels softer and less dry. It was so bad. I was FaceTiming with my daughter the other day and she's like, Mom, I've never seen your hair that bad. And I'm like, I know. The water is just destroying my hair. So I'm gonna finish straightening this to cut the next section. Okay, now I'm gonna pull out the hair that I just cut underneath, section it in half. Then I can see where I just cut. So pulling the hair down like this, combing it really tightly, and I'm gonna go right to where I just cut. See right there where I just cut the first layer? Boom. Just line it up like that. Look at the difference. Straggly, healthy. Now my hair is gonna grow so much faster and healthier. Like I said, I might even go all the way up to that broken piece right there. But for now, I'm gonna go slowly instead of just cutting it all off. Oh, it feels so much better. And I kind of go across like that because this right here will get rid of the center point. I don't like my hair straight across in the back. I like it a little bit angled. I don't want that drastic point in the middle. So there's the point right there. If you just pull it like this and angle it up. Then I go like this and just kind of keep checking for if it's even. See these little stragglers, cut those off. As I go, I'm gonna add in the Olaplex 7. This is the oil, hydrate your hair so well. I'm like using more than I normally do just because it needs it desperately. You can see it doesn't make your hair greasy at all. It just soaks right in. Plus my hair is really thick and coarse, so I wouldn't do this if you had really thin hair. Oh, I just want to cut this off right here. This has got a lot of breakage. I'm just going to give that a little trim. And then it will start growing in thicker and stop breaking. I've been so busy lately. I've really been neglecting my skin and hair, and the past couple weeks, I'm like getting back in the routine of starting to do some maintenance. Just keep pulling forward. I'm kind of just feeling from the same area. You know, you can tell where your hair is pulling in the back, so you know if you're even. I'm just trimming, trimming, trimming. I don't go crazy with it because if you're feeling your hair and lining it up, it's gonna be even. You just keep going back, trimming. I've been doing this for years and years. I did go to hairdressing school in 1984 because my son is 36 and I was pregnant with him when I went. So that was a long time ago. So I do know the basics. Let's section this off. The sections don't have to be perfect, and it's going to vary depending on how thick your hair is, how much you want to pull down at a time. Like if your hair is not this thick, you may only need like a couple of sections. Look at that ratty hair. Oh my gosh. It is all going bye-bye. You just want to make sure that your sections are thin enough so that you can see the hair that you already cut through that section. If you can't see that section, then it is too thick. Now I'm getting to the point now where I have some layers. So you can see that's all that met up. I am going to trim these layers a tiny bit, I think. We'll have to see what it's looking like, how much dryness. I'm not sure. It's kind of a double-edged sword because if I leave it and don't add the layers, it looks even thicker and healthier. So if your hair is really damaged, I do not recommend putting layers in. It will look thicker if you don't put the layers in. Just keep it one length and maybe just a few angles. I know this is like really random, you guys, but it kind of depends on what's going on with my hair. So I'm just gonna pull this top layer over like this. Just trim these little guys off. You're not going to see that because I'm just cutting like the little baby hairs at an angle. Just that dryness right there. And when you pull in like this, it's going to give it a little bit of angle. I'm gonna cut into that because I went a little more. I have no idea what I'm saying. When I'm like concentrating, I can't really talk, so you can just kind of watch what I'm doing because I'm really just looking at what my hair needs right now, like what parts need to be cut off. Just kind of angle it, cut the little fuzzies off. Then I'm gonna take that center chunk right there, but I'm going to comb this chunk up like this, and I'm gonna kind of cut into it just to get those little frizzies out of there. You see any split ends? And cutting into it will just keep from getting like a harsh line. And I'm not cutting any length off because when you pull your hair up, you're not getting to the length. Okay, I'm gonna add some more of the Olaplex. My hair is just drinking this up. This is so damaged right here. I just want to cut all that off. I think that might all be layer. That needs to be trimmed. Yep. There's some on this side. Tiny bit. All right, so that was really pretty damaged, but I don't want to cut too much off. I just want to like trim that layer. So I'm coming in like this. So cut it. Cut into it a little, some split ends there. It's just about like feeling both sides to make sure they feel even. Like I could do this with my eyes closed. It's all about just feeling. Does it feel the same when you come forward? So that felt a little bit longer. You can always cut more. You can't put your hair back on your head. So take your time, section that off, pull it up again. I think that's the last layer. If your hair is really dry and damaged, I would definitely recommend the AphoG. I put it in this spray bottle right here, the AphoG. This is the shampoo, and also have a conditioner somewhere. I will link all these products below, but I would do that first. I would condition the heck out of your hair, and then the next time you wash it, then I would do everything that I showed you today with the K18, because you can't condition your hair with the K18. It has to go on freshly washed hair. If when you guys straighten your hair, this is what it looks like, you have to cut it because it will keep breaking and breaking and breaking. That has to come off. And that is how I can tell when I have let my hair go too far without cutting it, is when I straighten it and it looks like that. It's just gotta go. My hair needs to be toned desperately. I use medium neutral blonde from eSalon. I purchased a subscription through them and I absolutely love it, but I do need to do some toning because if I go any more ashy or neutral, it doesn't cover my very resistant gray. So I use a purple shampoo and I soak my hair in that. And I only wash my hair like once or twice a week tops. So basically every time I wash my hair, I'm using the purple shampoo, or I do the toning with the blue hair dye, and I will link that below as well. I did a whole video on how I do that. I think it's at the point where I need to do the blue hair dye mixed with shampoo to give it a really good tone, like especially around the roots. This is what I soak my hair in. I get this big giant bottle. This is a Fanola No Orange Shampoo, Extra Blue Pigment. And for hair like mine, you want blue pigment. Purple is not going to work. What am I gonna do with this top layer? This top layer is really dry. Even though I wanna cut it off, I'm not gonna because that will look silly. I'm going to grab from the back this section right here, pull forward like that. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Oh yes, all of that is off. So I'm just kind of pulling to see like what still looks dry. Just grabbing those pieces. Okay, now I'm gonna pull the same piece at a different angle. I'm gonna go up this way. Remember, if your hair is up, you're not going to cut any length off. Kind of cut into it because you don't want that harsh layer chunk in your hair. So you want to like cut into the hair like that. This is not the right angle, but I think that's the best way you can see it. So I'm cutting into it like that. Now it will stop breaking and start growing. That's another thing. Like, I know it's hard to cut your hair when you're working so hard to grow it. And for anybody who says, oh, my hair never grows, it grows. Everyone's hair grows. But what's happening is it's breaking off. So it doesn't matter how fast it grows. It's snapping off at the bottom. It's going to seem like it's never growing. So keep it trimmed, keep it healthy. Hair needs protein and moisture to be healthy. You can see I'm just being very random with this because it doesn't have to be like really precise because I'm doing kind of like that, the long layers, and I'm not cutting big chunks, just the very like tips of my hair. Okay, now I'm gonna go different angle with this piece. Again, go up. Almost can't reach it. See, so you grab all of those little split ends. It feels really even. And I'm just gonna kind of look at it for any stragglers that are sticking out. I haven't tackled the bangs or the fringe area yet. If you guys just want to cut your bangs or your fringe, show you how to do that. Part your hair in the middle. Then I'm actually going to trim the angles as I show you how to do the bangs. Okay, so this is how you get angles like in the front. Pull forward like that. Getting all the little baby hairs off. Okay, so if you just want to do the bangs or give them a trim, figure out like how much. Just make sure you've got a nice even part. That is the key. Okay, so I sectioned off that part of my hair and then you're gonna come forward with it like that. across, and then I like to go up. Okay, and then you just kind of angle it down like that, and then I'm just cutting up like that. Then you can angle it as much as you want. You can also cut into it like that. Mine is so straggly that I want to keep it thicker. Then I'm going to take a mirror. I have not even looked at the back yet. Take a mirror, look at the back. See the sides a little bit longer. That is actually the thicker side of my hair. I'm just going to grab this chunk right here where I can see that it needs to be trimmed. Okay, so you can see that I like a little bit of an angle where the sides are coming in this way, but not really a point. I do like my hair coming in on the sides. I also want to show you guys a little trick for straightening the bangs. I pull them together and do kind of like a little twist and come the other way because I have like this weird cowlick. So I go the opposite direction, let it cool. Now you can go to the side or in the middle, and it gets rid of that weird cowlick in the middle. See how it like pulls it forward more? I'm going to finish off with this shine spray. Feels like a different head of hair right now. No more nasty split ends. So I probably will just keep playing around with it, like go on my shoulder, go up like that. I do this pretty often when I'm styling my hair, just to get the split ends off. I can't cut lefty, so gotta lift on this. I'm gonna touch up my roots with this crayon. This is Gray Away. I can't see what color that is, and I don't have any glasses in here, but I will link it down below. And all I do is color in those roots, and that has a smudger on the other side. Roots are gone. All right, guys, I'm coming back. We're cutting up to this burnt area. I just can't handle it. For the past couple of days, I have been doing a lot of healing and treatment on my hair, and it already is feeling much softer and healthier. So it's not so much that the bottom of my hair is damaged, but that this part is growing in. These parts, I believe that it was partly COVID hair loss, it was partly over-processing bleach, just damage that is now growing in. So it just doesn't look healthy, kind of straggling there on its own. So I just want to bring the bottom part up to here so that it can all grow in. And every time I've ever done a cut like this, my hair grows so healthy and so fast, it's like a whole new head of hair. I'm gonna start with these broken pieces and just look at where I'm at, and that is where the first cut is going to start. Just so everything is blended. I've literally picked up the scissors like 3 times and not cut it, and finally I'm like, I'm just gonna cut it because it's gonna come in so nice and healthy. So I think I'm just gonna do I'm gonna start on this side. So this is all coming off, you guys. I'm not straight towards the mirror, but hopefully you can see. Oh, so much better. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. See what I mean now? Look at what this hair looks like. It just looks healthy and youthful and bouncy. And then this, where I'm just trying to keep my hair longer, it's just straggly and even straightened. It's just such a huge difference. Yes, absolutely, so much better. Now I'm gonna do the same thing that I showed you before, where I'm going to line up both sides like this. Switch to a finer tooth comb. Bring it down. Yes. Look at that. Youthful, bouncy, healthy hair. So much better, so much better. Okay, so I'm not gonna go over the whole thing again with you guys because it's the same exact process that I just showed you. I just went shorter. Love it, you guys. Look how healthy it looks. It's getting there. Obviously, it's not completely the vision of hair health right now, but it looks like night and day. I actually snapped a picture of what my hair looked like. I'm going to pop it up here. And when I looked at it on my phone, I was like, oh, we have to do something. And that's why I decided to do this video and really focus on healing my hair. And the first step is just to cut all of that old dead stuff off. And as you can see, because I cut it up to the broken pieces, it looks so much thicker and healthier, and you don't notice the broken pieces anymore. It just looks like it's part of my hair because I've got all this healthy hair up to that same area on my head. And I love it. I'm so happy with it. So I really hope this inspires you guys to just cut your hair and go on a journey of hair health instead of length, because once you get it healthy, you can let it grow. I think that was my problem, is I was trying to keep my hair so long, but it just needed a good cut and it needed so much. It needed more protein, it needed more moisture. I'm still taking the St. Tropica hair growth vitamins, so my hair is growing like a weed, so I'm not worried about it growing slowly. I also use so many other products. I will link everything down below that I'm using to get my hair back to health. And now I can let it grow with just a few little trims in between. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos. You can also click the little bell next to the subscribe button to be notified of all of the videos that I upload. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye.